Most people don't lose arguments. They lose control of themselves. They speak too fast. They explain too much. They react emotionally. And in that moment, they hand their power away. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have 5 smart responses that end disrespect, manipulation, and pointless conflict, without raising your voice, without proving anything, and without losing your inner calm. Pause. This is not about winning conversations. It's about mastering yourself. Most people believe strength is loud. They believe confidence must be proven. They believe silence means weakness. Stoicism teaches the opposite. True strength is controlled. True confidence is quiet. True power is the ability to remain unmoved when others are desperate for a reaction. Every response you are about to hear has one purpose: to protect your inner peace while exposing emotional weakness in others, without attacking, explaining, or escalating. Listen carefully. These responses work because they are rare, and rare things carry weight. 1. Silence. Silence is the first response, and the hardest. Not because it's complicated, but because ego hates it. When someone insults you, challenges you, or tries to embarrass you, they are demanding one thing: reaction. They want proof that they reached you. Silence denies them that proof. Imagine a workplace meeting. Someone questions your competence in front of others. You feel the heat rise. Your mind races with explanations, but you don't speak. You sit calmly. You breathe. You hold eye contact for a moment longer than expected. That silence does the work for you. Now the room feels different. The tension shifts. The person who spoke feels exposed. Why? Because silence forces people to confront their own behavior. Stoics understood this deeply. Not every provocation deserves a response. Some deserve space, so they collapse under their own weight. Silence is not avoidance. It is selection. You are choosing peace over performance. And remember, silence only works when your body language is relaxed. Tension leaks weakness. Calm communicates authority. If you've ever spoken too much and regretted it later, keep listening. The next response protects your dignity without creating enemies. 2. That's interesting. 3 words. No emotion, no judgment. That's interesting. This response is deceptively powerful. When someone criticizes you unfairly, exaggerates your flaws, or tries to provoke defensiveness, they expect resistance. Instead, you give neutrality. This response creates psychological uncertainty. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know if they succeeded. They don't know what comes next. And uncertainty weakens aggressive behavior. Picture this scenario. Someone says, "You always mess things up." Most people rush to defend themselves. You don't. You say calmly, "That's interesting." Then you stop. Silence follows. Now the burden shifts back to them. They must either clarify, escalate, or retreat. And most retreat. This response communicates emotional independence. It says, "Your opinion doesn't control my state of mind." Use it sparingly. Overuse makes it dull. Used at the right moment, it ends conversations instantly. Re-anchor Stoicism isn't about shutting people down. It's about refusing to be pulled into emotional chaos. Let's go deeper. 3. I disagree. No explanation. No argument. I disagree. Then stop talking. This response is rare because most people feel compelled to justify themselves. They think clarity requires explanation. It doesn't. Clarity requires certainty. When you say, "I disagree" calmly and refuse to elaborate, you are signaling self-trust. You are saying, "I don't need your approval to hold my position." Pause. This response is especially powerful with controlling personalities. They rely on dragging you into endless discussion. When you refuse, their leverage disappears. They may push, they may provoke. You remain still, and stillness unsettles them. Stoics believed wisdom speaks briefly. The more words you add, the more power you lose. Rehook. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, the next response is essential. 4. I'm not going to engage with this. This is a boundary spoken without hostility. I'm not going to engage with this. Not loud, not defensive, final. This response is for disrespect, manipulation, and emotional games. It does 3 things instantly. First, it names the behavior. Second, it removes your energy from it. Third, it ends the exchange. No explanation follows. No justification is given. Why? Because boundaries explained become negotiations. Boundaries enforced remain intact. Here's the key. Say it once. Repeating boundaries communicates uncertainty. Stoicism teaches that discipline is consistency, not repetition. You don't argue with fire. You step away from it, re-anchor. At this point, you may notice something. These responses are not designed to dominate others. They are designed to free you. Let's move to the most advanced response. 5. You might be right. This response terrifies the ego. You might be right. Not sarcastic, not submissive, centered. Most people argue to protect their identity. They feel attacked when challenged. Stoicism teaches detachment from ego. When you say, you might be right, you remove yourself from the battlefield. There is nothing left to fight. This response dissolves arrogance. It neutralizes hostility. It keeps your mind flexible, and flexibility is strength. Only someone secure can say this without tension. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if someone points out your fault and they're right, correct it. If they're wrong, why be disturbed? This response reflects that wisdom. Integration. Let's pause and integrate. These 5 responses work because they all share one principle. They protect your inner state. They deny others control over your emotions. You are not suppressing yourself. You are governing yourself. That is Stoic discipline. If this is changing how you think about conversations, stay with me. Because now we talk about when not to use these responses, when silence is not enough. Silence is powerful, but timing matters. Use silence when emotions are high. Use words when clarity is required. Stoicism is not passivity, it is precision. Knowing when to speak is as important as knowing when not to. Why these responses work psychologically. People seek emotional reactions for validation. When they don't get it, discomfort appears. Discomfort reveals insecurity. Your calm becomes a mirror, and most people don't like what they see. If this kind of calm strength resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. Not for hype, not for noise. For Stoic wisdom that sharpens your mind, steadies your emotions, and strengthens your presence. One principle at a time. You don't need sharper words. You need a steadier mind. When nothing shakes you, nothing controls you. That is real power.